Hello! Welcome to Mild Fuzz TV Live Nights, or movie watching, or Octoberthon special. I don't know what we're doing anymore. I never do it. Firefly, why were you all happy and asleep until the second I clicked live, and then you jumped down as if you wanted attention? You coming up? No. No, it's been a menace. Hey guys. Here we come. You're just looking at me like an idiot. You do it all the time. This is not a new activity for you, cat. Baffling. Absolutely baffling. Yes, streaming tonight is basically my only chance to this week. I have a packed Friday, Saturday, Sunday ahead of me. In the right Firefly. He's now standing up. He's got his front paws on my leg. Wanting the head. The head scratching. Yes. Oh, here he comes. Look at his time. Pete, do you count Jigsaw a slasher? Nah, not really. I mean, you probably put them in the same list when you're listing like horror villains, just because. I mean, it's not like we have a separate category for non-slasher horror villains. It wouldn't be worth doing. But I mean, if we're talking about who actually is a slasher villain, then no, the Saw movies aren't slasher movies. They're something else entirely. That's what I thought. I watched a horror movie today where the villain made people kill but didn't kill himself, so I didn't list him under the slasher category. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair. What's up, Firefly? I feel like this cat does just want internet attention. No. No. You're not lying there. Not having it. Oh, pardon me. Don't worry, I will not be falling asleep. This is not a yawn because I'm tired. This is a yawn because I woke up from a long nap. Annoyingly, actually, because it's really messed with my sleeping pattern. But here we are. Hey, Devious. Saw Society yesterday. It was glorious. And today I saw Mayhem with Samara Weaving and Stephen Yeun, which was so much fun. That's actually on my list to watch at some point. Because it's on Shudder. I very nearly picked it to watch last time after One Cut of the Dead, but I was too sleepy, which is funny because I ended up streaming for like longer than I ever have after that. That last stream was like 9 hours long. If anyone goes back and checks it, we've had Robert Englund in it. It was just okay. It was called The Last Showing. Ben Jones is elite. How terrible he was made for entertainment. Liking the new thumbnails. I'm glad. That was hours of work on that stream. Yeah, I've got a pretty packed Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so this was my one night to do some movie watching, which is good because I didn't want to get to the next the news episode of Screams and have nothing to talk about. Ah. Do 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 do. Firefly's just staring at me. Okay, chat's getting weird. Also, Devious, you've changed your image again. Changed it far too much. Can't be having it. We come. Yes. Yes. I love that Billy Warlock's dad's name is Dick Warlock. And apparently he had something to do with Halloween. Samara's going to stay for a while now. Okay. I'll let you turn the baby, sir. I wanted a hug cat, so I get a hug. This is the price for having food and a place to sleep. Oh, that's good, Renegade. Reading Firefly. The name is Warlock, Dick Warlock. Alright, Firefly, I'll let you lie there, but I swear if you start pushing things off the desk, I am going to rage quit. And by quit, I mean your face. That's right. I'll get in real close. Talk really smoothly. Dick Warlock played the Shape in Halloween 2. Yeah, you're probably right. Definitely not the first one, because the first one was Nick Castle, but I don't know who played him in all the sequels, so that sounds about right. Do 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 do. This is the first Octoberthon where we've had no Halloween movies, I think. Because we've always had some of them to do over the last few years. It's kind of weird. I mean, even though, like, you know, the last 2 years it was mostly bad ones, it still feels weird not to have any. They were always a staple of the schedule. Joe Bob's doing a marathon on October 25th. Can't wait. Well, nice of him not to clash with our streaming date. Are you excited for the Breaking Bad film, which is out in a few hours? Yeah, I mean, I love Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. I don't know what to expect from it, but we're reviewing it tomorrow. Unless my nap has put my sleeping pattern so badly that I don't get up in time for it, which is possible. He knew he couldn't compete with Pete and the Professor. Yeah, quite right. Don't want he has to have his head in the right place. Can't be taking on the big leagues. Pardon me. Hello, Arctic Avenger. Welcome to the stream. 83. I'm going to assume that's your birth year. Feels in the ballpark for an age. which makes you 36, give or take. Pete and the Professor sounds like a bad sitcom. Sounds like a great sitcom. I really don't look forward to Zombieland 2, but is that one going to be reviewed anyway? Not when it comes out, because we'd have to do the first one as well, and there's like no plans on the schedule to do the first one right now. I think it's funny because it's such a popular movie, but me and Tim are both just kind of lukewarm on it. It's like, yeah, it's fine. I don't know. What was one of those examples of like something being really mainstream that just isn't driving for us? Well, yeah, Tim wouldn't let me skip The Boy 2 as much as I might have wanted to. Try as I might. Try as I might. Just blend a bunch of band names and numbers together. Fair enough. Oh, hello. Firefly. You're being a nuisance cat. Move. Let's get in the way. Glad to see the Ginger like one cut of the Dead. Yeah, he was quite into it apparently. I think he watched it before I did actually. Oh no, he didn't. No, he didn't. It was Tim that watched it before I did. Connor watched it a little bit later. Body Bags wasn't bad. I didn't recognise Mark Hamill at all. The best segment was definitely the gas station one. Yeah, that's my favourite. In fact, it's the only one I remember, to be honest. But I really liked that opening segment. It was everything I kind of want from that type of story. Currently watching Dark Season 2. Love your reviews of it. Thank you. Dark's great. Dark always leads to good conversation. One of the things we've been looking at recently is maybe cutting some TV stuff that doesn't necessarily lead to good conversation, but Dark is in no danger of that. Nor is Mr. Robot, which just came back. One of the very few shows that I make a point of watching twice so I can do a note run on the second time. Mr. Robot Season 4 is still nowhere to be found on Prime, and they keep telling the raging fans on Twitter the problem will be solved soon. Maybe you'll get it before episode 2. Maybe they'll have episode 1 up before episode 2 airs. That's what you're hoping for now, I would assume. But yeah, so good. So good. Yeah. Well, the ending of Dark Season 2 really added a whole layer of I mean, I won't say what it is because you're probably not finished it yet. But but let's just say the ending blows it open in a way that just all of the confusing back and forth of trying to like untangle the web just became a bigger web with more things in between and fireworks and I don't know, a random cherry pie at the center. Now it's not like Twin Peaks. Yes, so the end of season 2 of Dark turns it into Dark meets Twin Peaks. I'm kidding, but I bet they have episode 2 up a week before episode 1. Uh, I listed it under Carpenter for directors, but felt that was vaguely cheating. I would count it. I mean, he not only does he direct at least one of the segments, he does host it. So I mean, it does feel like a Carpenter movie. Hey Cindy, welcome to the stream. So I'm thinking we'll watch Under the Shadow tonight and something else. I don't know. I'm waiting for myself to wake up a little bit. I had a nap that went far too long. So I'm in the process of becoming alive again. Under the Shadow is very good. I've heard that from a few people. We shall find out. Ba, 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 ba. Oh. Why isn't my thing working? Ugh, my keyboard. I think I need a new keyboard. Ugh. Yeah. Under the Shadow's on Netflix. Anyway, for anyone who's Netflix. Yes. OBS disconnected for a brief second, so it probably froze and came back. Hmm. I think I don't have to tell you anymore. You just know that's what's happened. Fuck. I've heard lukewarm things about Wounds, though, or to be honest, it's getting destroyed by critics. Some really did like it, but that is in the minority. The phrase getting destroyed by critics is not super promising, but I mean, to be fair, it may not be OBS's fault. It might be YouTube's fault. Just because OBS has given me the message saying it's disconnected doesn't mean that it was OBS that disconnected. It may be YouTube that disconnected. Same with Earthquake Bird. Seems like a lot of movies you're looking forward to, Devious, are not getting the best receptions. I thought I had something in my shirt there. There was just a shadow from the mic, but it looked like something. I thought if I came on stream with like a big stain on my shirt, if I spilled dinner all down me. Actually, I never ate before I came on. I'm gonna get hungry during this probably. Oh no. Oh no. in a good way. I don't get the feeling Renegade typically using the word disgusting would be a positive thing. Although I very much understand why it would be for you. I gotta say, Mild Fuzz is working overtime. I can't keep up with all the posts. Oh, it feels that way to me too, Rude Boy. I have a backlog of TV stuff to post that keeps getting put off because there's too much content going up. But hey, it's a good problem to have, right? I mean, it's all these extra Screams episodes. Completely inflated the schedule. Grilled cheese and soup. I had soup earlier. A nice big bit of crusty bread to go with some soup, so I had soup. So is Connor really back for television from the multiverse? Yep, Connor's there. He's on the show. We talked about things. I haven't had pizza in like 6 months. Maybe it's 4 months. Did you see my comments on Mr. Robot? I think so. I'm sure I did. Tell you what, I'll go and have a look. Right, here it is. Yeah, I did read this, yeah. I shall not talk about it because there's people in chat who have not seen the episode yet. I don't think the character was terribly written. I think the character is intentionally meant to be kind of like in your face, I guess. I'll phrase it that way. Pete, this won't mean anything to you, but I can't believe Clayton Kershaw choked again. You're right, that doesn't mean anything to me. I have no idea who that is. I assume it's a sports person. An athlete of some kind. Who plays a game, possibly with some sort of ball, since most games have balls in them. She has an ends to her means. Like, I don't think she's going to have her own story by any means. But, Evan Keysmo. The film, we're definitely doing Under the Shadow, which is on Netflix. It's on YouTube as well, apparently, but if you've got Netflix in the US or the UK, Under the Shadow is there. I never really thought about food before I came on. I'm going to have to go and I can probably only do the one movie tonight. I have to get up early, but I'm down for at least one. That's cool. Hell, I might even have to opt out after one. Oh, I don't want to though, because if I only do one tonight, I'm probably only going to have one to talk about on the next Screams, where we talk about what movies we've been watching. I don't have any other time this week to watch any that aren't for the reviews. First world problems, I know. I haven't been able to watch the Screams episode yet. Did Tim talk about V or Vi or yeah? Yeah, he did. Yeah, on the special number 1. Yeah, I can do 5 movies. I'm off tomorrow. um, well, the most I've done in one stream, Rude Boy, is 3, so that's maybe being a bit optimistic, but uh, never say never. Never say never. Maybe one day I'll just be in that mood for an all night thingamajig. No, the screams are coming thick and fast. Um, I don't want to guarantee like all 31 days will have an episode, but we're very close. Didn't you stream for like 9 hours a few days ago? There was a stream that hit about 9 hours. Yes, yes. I went from being tired after the first movie to sitting on Photoshop for like 5 hours. What did I like better, Batwoman or the season premiere of The Flash? Um, that's a tough choice because neither were particularly good. um, I mean, Flash didn't do anything too offensive yet. Batwoman had some problems, but was more exciting to watch just because it was new, and I really like that music that's in it. So, I mean, probably Batwoman by a smidge, but like I don't know. It not neither was particularly good. Supergirl as well. All three of them are kind of just in the same realm. At least Grant can somewhat act. Um, yeah. Well, that's why Supergirl ends up winning a lot of the time. Is Supergirl has Melissa Benoist, who is a much better actor. I hate the Supergirl suit. Yeah, I'm not particularly fond of it either. The old one was pretty much perfect. The new one is not. And I hate the way it comes on. Oh, I hate the transformation. I'm no part of it. And to be actually, Cindy, to be fair, 9 hours would probably only be enough for 4 movies. Actually, no, that's not true because most of the movies we watch tend to be about 90 minutes. So yeah, we could get 5 movies done in 9 hours if we really, really wanted to. Yeah, Mel's got some charisma. I don't understand why a certain character was mentioned as out of town only to come around later in the episode. Usually a character is said to be out of town when a character is not in the episode. In fact, Rude Boy, me and Connor watched it together and we laughed when they said that he was out of town because Flash is so guilty of awkwardly always trying to explain why someone's not there. It's like, oh, this character's doing this thing in this city, or they're away doing this. Is Arrow's pretty guilty of it as well, but Flash was really bad for it last season because they were constantly not using like at least one character per episode, and they kept having to awkwardly explain why. And sometimes it was weird because it was like, we have portal technology. Like if you need Cisco, go get Cisco. But no, he's in the Antarctic base working on the cure for metahumans or something. 9 hours is enough for Fellowship of the Ring and the Two Towers. Ugh. Ugh. No, thank you. Not fair me. Much better ways to spend 9 hours. Counting a bag of rice, for example. It's a better way of spending 9 hours. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. 9 hours is enough to watch Velvet Buzzsaw 4 times. That is. That's the worst thing that anyone's ever said. Oh. It does have good music. Yeah. Sure, just put the scores on. Sure, I'll listen to the music. I ain't sitting paying attention to no movies though. I'll be working on other stuff. Doing some Photoshop work or something, I don't know. Which is apparently how I can spend 9 hours, or at least close to it. Oh, I do. Hmm. I'm yawning a lot. Damn. That's more notifications than I was expecting on my phone. What have I missed? But no. I may do that. Back. Yeah, that was just an old notification. That's weird. Okay, making me think I had comments in some. Have you seen the trailer for the new feature about the feud between Edison, Tesla, and Westinghouse? I have not. Oh wait, no, maybe I did actually. Maybe I did. Actually, I think I did. I don't remember what it's called, but I think I did. Pete, would you say that Silence of the Lambs is a horror movie? I wouldn't. For me, there's this kind of fine line between kind of like a thriller with a serial killer versus a horror movie. But I mean, it's kind of down to personal taste. Russell Crowe's going to be in a horror movie. Yeah, to be fair, I don't think I've seen him in one before. One film I'm excited about, but have no idea when it'll be out, is American Radical. Directors one Sam Esmail, star one Rami Malek. Well, obviously that's exciting. Why wouldn't you be excited for that? The Current War, there you go. Of course, Renegade knows what it is because Cumberbatch is in it. Such a Cumberbitch. Well, it's the Final Girls writers. A troubled actor who begins to unravel while shooting a horror film. Okay. It's funny, you watch the Final Girls, you don't think to yourself, oh wait, the next time these writers make a movie, it'll be a Russell Crowe movie. I've not seen Comet, no. Although, Devious, if you've not watched Homecoming on Amazon Prime, definitely do. Short episodes as well, so very easy binge. On the list. Good. You can watch the whole thing in about 5 hours or so. Ooh, I just won't stop yawning. I just won't stop. Okay. Right, let's put that over there. I'll sit up. Yeah, we'll start the movie soon. Just building myself up to it. Hey Sheldon, welcome to the stream. Oh, Wesker just stood up, circled around, and lay back down. Just switching sides, getting comfortable. And the credit to Firefly, actually, he's actually just kind of went behind the monitor and just dozed off. He seemed like he might be up to trouble at the start. I've seen Night of the Comet. Not sure if I saw Comet. I've also seen Night of the Comet. I own it on Blu-ray, in fact, and it's a decent little fun B movie from the 80s. Do 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 do. Yeah, it's a fun film. Night of the Comet, Night of the Creeps, Night of the Living Dead. A lot of good Night of movies. Did you hear what Scorsese said about Marvel? I agree with him, to be honest. About Marvel not being cinema, or something to that effect. I did hear. I mean, I get what he's saying. Like, it's kind of like, because I have kind of the same cynical viewpoint sometimes about like mainstream movies that are kind of, I don't know, not like highbrow film, if that makes sense. So I get what he's saying. I don't think maybe the phrasing is quite right, but I get what he's saying. A Marvel movie is never going to be as fulfilling as, you know, take your pick, I guess. Important. I'll be the judge of that, Devious. Did you see the Mindhunter video on Netflix's YouTube channel of Ed Kemper just eating an egg salad sandwich for 2 minutes uncut? They filmed that. It is a thing. I did not. I have not seen that, no. I'm glad it exists. I'll probably never watch it, but I'm glad it exists. He has a point, but he still seems like a pretentious d-bag. Yeah, it's tough to do this. The problem is though is that Marvel fans immediately wanted to like jump on him, because of it. You know, they immediately wanted to, tear him apart, and it's this thing where Scorsese's not even a director that I love all of his work from. I like a fair bit of his work. I dislike some of it, but ultimately he is just giving his opinion on movies. But for some reason, because he's a director and he's in the public eye, because he said something, everyone has to freak out about it. Him saying it's not, him saying what he said is not a big deal. It shouldn't be treated like a big deal. Yeah, Spielberg's attitude towards Netflix is kind of iffy as well. Although, funnily enough, there is kind of a problem with quality when it comes to Netflix movies, but theoretically, there's no reason why Netflix movies shouldn't be eligible for awards when the occasion calls for it. Roma, for example, is when the occasion calls for it. And DC fans praise him because DC is highbrow when it is ready. Yeah, DC's not been highbrow in a while. The DC's recent movies have been anything but. DC fans are pretty bad, sadly. I'm a DC fan. What are you talking about, Renegade? Some of us are delightful specimens. If Scorsese tried to say The Dark Knight wasn't cinema, then we'd be at war. Yeah, well, that's because Dark Knight is a truly fantastic film that has something to say. And if he'd said that wasn't cinema, there would actually legitimately be a fight. But, like, I don't know. That's what it is. Is there going to be a Flash movie? They keep threatening us with one. They've went through like 6 directors at this point who have all left. Ezra Miller's like been in and out, shake it all about. So I'm going to say maybe someday, but probably not from the current development hell cycle. Like I feel like it will probably get cancelled, and then a new Flash movie will be in development at some point in like a decade. Garrett Cole is insane. I don't know who that is. It's baseball. Tyler's bringing baseball talk. I can't approve. Flash or Uncharted first. I'm still not even sure the latter one somehow has a release date. They just got a new director for Uncharted. A good director, if I remember right. But I'm not convinced that director will still be there within 6 months. Everyone else in Justice League. I don't recall a Cyborg movie, Rude Boy. I think you're misremembering a couple of details here. And technically Batman didn't. Not that we need a Batman origin movie. And the new Batman movie is going to be a new universe, so doesn't really matter. Flashpoint? I don't want a Flashpoint movie to be the first Flash movie. That's a terrible idea. Flashpoint's what you do after you've already had a trilogy and you want to reset the universe. Technically, Batman wasn't an origin film, but it did show his origin. Oh, yeah, that's because they can't help but show the Waynes being shot for the 15th millionth time. Oh. Didn't they announce a Cyborg movie? Well, they did, but, I mean, they've also announced a Flash movie. And the Cyborg movie, everyone just stopped talking about it after a while. The Flash movie at least goes back into the press once in a while whenever they get a new director. Cyborg is just out of mind, out of sight. No one's talking about that at all. Like the other 25 movies that DC announced. Yeah, every Batman movie has to do it. They all have to show the parents dying. Oh, Tara's here. Oh god. Everyone brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. To be fair, we always see Uncle Ben die until finally this Spider-Man. That's true. But to be fair, Spider-Man like did it twice. Batman had flashbacks in Batman '89. Batman Begins did it, which is fair because the entire film's an origin, so of course it did. Batman v Superman did it with flashbacks. You know, the video games did it. Every you know, the animated series has done it. Everyone done it. They all did it. Don't worry, I'm sober for now. Oh dear. Yeah, but I had to watch Tobey Maguire R.I.P. Do you know how painful that was? I do. I rewatched those movies like 2 years ago, and Tobey Maguire in all three of them was painful to watch for the most part. Yeah, those Spider-Man movies have not aged well, and there's good action stuff in two. There is, but man, yeah, I don't know. Those movies are rough. I'm just, I don't know. Superhero movies in general are kind of a weird place right now where like there is a lot of them and I enjoy a decent amount of them, but at the same time, like I'm not necessarily wanting to talk about them all the time. Like, you know, after they've come out and we've had them, I'm quite happy to just wait, just focus on other things. You know, there was a time a few years ago where it felt like every part of the year you were talking about what the next superhero movie was. You were talking about when the next Marvel movie was coming out, or DC going to have a movie. Now I'm more than happy to forget they exist until the next one's about to come out because there's other more important things to focus on. I am so sad I couldn't find Evil Dead 2 or Army of Darkness streaming. Well, that's why you get them on Blu-ray, Tyler. Or just rent them. I'm sure they're rentable. The first at least had Willem Dafoe. I mean, Willem Dafoe is good. His Green Goblin costume was not so much. Do you know how much I've sacrificed? Yeah, that. I didn't change my accent because I can't, but like that was my Scottish Willem Dafoe. Home run, Doctor Smooth. What? Not to be weird, but Tara looked pretty hot in the part 1 episode of the Top 50 films. Ah, dear. Yeah, I've not even seen Joker yet. I'm in no rush. Ah, dear. Why is no one telling me I was hot in it? No one? I'll go over there. I'll give you guys some time with Tara. He's definitely the dick. You were so Peter Tara looking good and being drunk gives her the edge over you. No comment. Joker's a character piece about one bad day with a mentally ill person. Does that sound better or worse? All the noise around it makes me kind of tired of it, but theoretically better. Theoretically better. Where is Tara gonna go live with you? Lol. I don't know. I don't know. It's up to her. Tyler, I've been saying that for a while, but Peter always edits it out. Wait, what? Oh, about Ginger? What? That has not happened. I am not censoring nothing. 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 Ah. I love how there's just random baseball comments filtering in between actual on topic comments. Oh, I'm vibrating. Thank you, Renegade. I think it's like, Pete, who do you want? Dick, Jason, Tim, or Damien? That is what they're basically asking you. Yeah, everyone wants Dick. Okay, my phone's annoying me there. I'm going to mute it. I'm going to sit here quietly till someone says something. Very funny, Devious. I I'm not even going to address this. I'm not even going to address it, Sheldon. It's a horrible analogy. I want no part of it. Tim would be Tim. What? What am I in all this? Am I Batman? Are they all my Robins? What's going on? I'm Professor Pay. Hmm. I'm Batman. Tara's Barbara. Uh-huh. Yeah, Babs is a good get. Honestly, you can't really go wrong with any of the Batgirls. They're all pretty great. With the Robins, you've got a hierarchy of quality. But Babs, Steph, and Cass are all great. I don't want to be Asriel. No, no compliment. That is definitely Alfred. I can see that actually. He's the curmudgeon. Yeah, that makes sense. Tyler's jokey, Cindy's Poison Ivy, and I'm Catwoman. Matford. I like how everyone's just agreeing that Tyler's Joker. There's like no debate in anyone's mind. I refuse to be Little Joker. No one agreed you're Catwoman, Renegade. You hold your horses. 1 minute. You just hold your horses 1 minute. I finished my ball. Dibs? Who's calling dibs? This didn't work by dibs. TV has to be Riddler. Oh, who would I actually be? Go on then, Tyler. Hell yeah. I'm alright with Kate Man. Kate Man's great. In kind of an ironic way, but still. I'll take ironic. Condiment King. You can be Condiment King, Sheldon. get your ketchup and mustard out and go on a spraying spree. What about the Scottish Mirror guy? Oh, Mirror Master? Tara, you know about Mirror Master? That is... Nah, this is hotter than the drunk video. You knowing about Mirror Master's hotter than that. I've said that right now. Jim Carrey is the man. Yeah, we had a better Riddler on screen. So then that makes Rude Boy Gordon. Does it? Jim Carrey is a man. Not the man, he's just a man. That is factually correct, I believe, yes. I have under good authority that Jim Carrey does in fact have a penis. Yes. Mirror Master was in Lego DC Super Villains the game. I won't let where the knowledge came from ruin the moment, Tara, but yes. Yeah, to be fair, it's not the first time you've actually mentioned some weird, like, obscure DC villain, and I'm like, how do you know about this character? It's the Lego game. Finkel is Einhorn. Yeah, that's not aged well, Tyler. What has this stream become? I don't know. For being sober, Tara, she certainly caused a lot of chaos since arriving. Was it DC or Marvel that had a villain who wore a derby and pocket watch? I'm laughing at Tara's next comment, not that question. A pocket watch sounds like Clock King to me, but I mean, and would blame the woman? Like Tara, I'm blaming who's responsible. Clock King, Sheldon. The Clock King. Yeah, that's a DC guy. Yeah. Do 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 do. DC with the simple names. I think they just like it because of alliteration more than anything else. I mean, okay, they've got Calendar Man. They've got, I don't know. I'll raise you. You just want to hear me say it in my accent, don't you? Alright, Squirrel Girl. Marvel has more alliteration than DC. Oh, definitely for the secret identities they do. Peter Parker, Matt Murdock. Those are those. Kamala Khan, Miles Morales. Bruce Banner, there you go. There's been a Squirrel Girl murder. Ah, dear. This is just devolving into getting me to say things, isn't it? How many comments until it's something dirty? And it'll probably be, I don't know. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I was just thinking of the aliases, but yeah. Yeah, those are alliterated too. Tony Stark is not alliteration, but oh, Bucky Barnes, there you go. Yeah, we said Peter Parker a while ago. Was it the first one I thought of? Wick Warlock. I don't know who that is. Maybe we'll make this a soothing stream. I'll just whisper for the rest of the stream. Does this sound good? Jim Jam. Who is Jim Jam? Stephen Strange, there you go. Doctor Strange is a good one. Bing Bong. Is this an ASMR stream now? I don't know. Does this count as ASMR? I've never really listened to one. But I guess it's kind of in the vague realm. Green Goblin. There's been a Squirrel Girl murder. Everyone light some candles. And get in a bathtub. And listen to my soothing voice. Read out random names. And sentences from chat. With the occasional meow, meow coming from Firefly, my cat. I shall continue to whisper while stroking my pussy. I love that someone else came in and just said, "What the hell is happening?" Alternatively, a roaring fireplace could also be suitable to listen to this stream. What's up, Firefly? Chaos is happening. Chaos is happening. Just got out of work and I find this very enjoyable. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm glad I'm providing the service. I've got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but two things right now: Jack and shit, and Jack left town. Oh, sorry. You want me to whisper? Okay. Sorry. Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. Well, I've got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but two things: Jack and shit. And Jack left town. I think I'd have to turn the mic up to do proper shit like that. I think it's meant to be still quite loud. Oh, random baseball message. There we go. Are those candles? Are those candles being lit? Can't deny there's been a couple more viewers since I started doing that. Devious, stop. Can't flirt too much on this stream. The next stream's just you and Tim whispering the whole time. Hey everyone, and welcome to Screams After Midnight. I'm Peter, and that is Tim. We talk about horror movies on this show. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. It is a terrible film. It is absolute horseshit. It's not even a slasher movie. Whose idea was this? Yeah. Screams After Dark. Welcome to Screams After Dark. That voice is better for a jazz radio station. Oh my. Yeah. Whispering for a whole review sounds fun, except for a movie like that where I'm clearly going to have to get angry at some point. How does one get angry while whispering? I don't know. Was a firefly. We could do whispering on the ace. We could pretend that we're around like Nitro or something like that, and we have to be quiet and barely move. And that's the continuity reason. The kayfabe, if you will. We're here in the lab, reporting secretly from Mild Fuzz HQ. But we're going to take the time to talk to you about the Invisible Man. Tara, what did you think about it? Well, this ended up in a weirder stream than I thought. We can't, the show is already too hot. Quite right, quite right. Yes. We'd have to get some sort of special rating or something like that. YouTube would flag us for inappropriate content. I shall let her answer that, should she wish. Mako commented on a video today, so Mako's been around. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna have to consider some food at some point soon. Does Army of Darkness count for horror comedy? Theoretically it should, but I think since it's part of the Evil Dead franchise, and that's the others definitely count as full horror, I would just let it count as a full horror movie. But it is, you're right to kind of question it, because Army of Darkness is kind of more of a straight up horror comedy. Hmm. What would you classify a Toxic Avenger as? I've not actually seen it, but from what I know of it, sci-fi superhero comedy with gore. I don't know. It's been a hard one to. It feels like one that's hard to classify. Updated OCTOBERTHON list. Yeah, you're going for it. Look at this. Wanted to watch Night of the Living Dead recently, but the Blu-ray didn't work. Just a black screen. Getting a free replacement from Amazon. First time that's happened, and it wasn't even a used Blu-ray. Is that the? Oh no, you're in Germany. Not that I have the Criterion era, I've got an old UK Blu-ray, which is a pretty solid transfer, but yeah. I've had like a couple of defective discs over. Is Body Bags a Vietnam movie? No. I don't remember a Vietnam story. It's an anthology movie. Assuming we're talking about the same movie. I liked it more than Pete rated on Letterboxd. Not much of a horror film, but pretty interesting, and I bet it's a very different on a rewatch because the story could mean a lot of things. I didn't dislike the movie. It was definitely different. Hell, Renegade, we've been speaking for so long, I'm not even sure I'm going to watch the movie with you. Connor made that movie. Little alien baby Connor. The director of Basil Cocaine directs the Body Bag series, which is a Vietnam story. Okay, yeah, we're talking about different things. I'm talking about John Carpenter movie. Damn it, Pete, I need those sweet OCTOBERTHON points. I've not decided yet. We've been here for a while now. I've been on for like 90 minutes. Yeah. He hosts it and he does at least the first segment, I think. Yeah, Toby Hooper does one of them, I think. Old Darnachmere. Yeah. Yeah, what was the budget again for that? There was like, what, 30,000 euros or something like that? It was like really, really small. Doctor Sleep trailer did not look good. It was a newer one. I've only seen the first one. Should I probably tilt my camera up a little bit? I didn't realize I was cutting myself off. Yeah, hopefully Doctor Sleep's good just so that not every King adaptation this year has sucked. That would be pleasant to have a winner at the end. Seeing Devious and Pete's scores for Videodrome and Letterboxd is making me consider it this weekend just for something different. Never watched it before. It's an experience. Gotta fix the fuzz on my sign. What's wrong with it? Oh, the Z's. I'll do it. Just since Tara asked nicely. There you go. All fixed. Ewan McGregor never fails, Pete. I wonder if Doctor Sleep is going to acknowledge the Kubrick version or if it's just based on the book as is. Well, the trailer's got clips from The Shining in it, so that makes me think it's going to. That makes me. That makes me think it's going to have Shining ties in it. At least vaguely. Oh yeah, Attack of the Clones. There you go. That's an awful McGregor movie. Trailer I saw didn't have Shining scenes. Nah, the first trailer did. The first trailer had a lot of Danny riding around on his little tricycle. Or whatever it was. That was a tricycle, right? Yeah, that was a tricycle. Which is the biggest problem with that trailer, is that it shows me footage of The Shining, and then the new film looks nowhere near as interesting visually. It's like, don't show the Kubrick movie. You're just going to make this one look bad. It's like showing clips from 2001 before, like, a moment in, like, Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, I love Guardians of the Galaxy, but it just doesn't look as good as 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's just going to look bad by comparison. Preach. Ah, dear. Yeah. Kubrick movies are gorgeous. Look, they all look gorgeous. Especially stuff like 2001, because it was such a big, you know, effects movie. But it's also like a Kubrick art house movie. It's great. I'm definitely going to watch The Lighthouse next week and rub it in, Pete. Ah, screw you. I'm no part of it. In fact, you know what? Just for that, Tyler. Just for that. Just for that. Look what I've got. Oh, it's the a print Friday the 13th box set with all 12 movies in it. Out of print. Haha. Got it. It's got 3D glasses in it for Friday the 13th Part 3 3D. Look at this. Look at this. I've never looked cooler. Never looked cooler. Eek. Yep. Beautiful. I just found that on eBay. $239. Oh! Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame Tyler can't get Friday the 13th complete box set. Mm. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. That's just a shame. Oh well. Oh well. You've never looked cool. I'm like James from Twin Peaks. I've always been cool. Oh, that hard. All you need is part 4 with Corey Feldman. Eh. I actually really like part 4. I'm just saying because I like a lot of them. Freetag der 13. Actually, sorry, what am I saying? Freetag der uh, 13. I don't know why I said the number in English. That was odd. Man, I forgot tag was day. You've given me memories of learning German in school now, Tyler. Freitag der 13. Why did I do that again? I don't know. The number's the one thing I remember. Why am I not saying the number properly? Part 2 messed me up with the head in the fridge. Oh, part 2 is great. My next birthday, your 21st. Oh, my God, I hate how young that feels to me now. Is on Friday the 13th. Yeah, my birthday's on a 13th, so I have a Friday the 13th every couple of years. Well, every few years. My final English exam in high school was on my birthday on Friday the 13th. That was a hell of a day. You're such an old Peter. Watch it. Watch it, Tara. You know why I opened that door. October is the best because of horror movies and Halloween. Tim is immoral. D. Immoral. Tim is immoral. I saw the opening scene of V and thought there was a goat. I knew Tim would love it. I don't know why I said thought. You didn't say thought, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Tim loves movies with goats in it. Obviously, his favorite movie of all time now is Heiga Souza, because there's a straight up porn or not porn. There's a straight up goat milking scene in that also turns into a masturbation scene for the person milking the goat. The whole thing is absurd, and I laughed my ass off as soon as it started. As it was kind of unraveling and showing what it was doing, I started laughing hysterically just purely because of Tim. Knowing Tim made that scene hilarious to me instead of just being disturbing. Goat porn horror should be a thing. Mm-hmm. Or not. I think most of us would do without it. Do do do. Do do do. Woody Harrelson milks a bull in Kingpin. Yes, but did he masturbate while he's doing it? If so, it has nothing on Higazuza. Dear. Shiza. Isn't that a title of Tim's comic? Goat porn horror. I feel like if I cracked that joke with Tim, he would just say, wait, how could it be horror? If it's goat porn, how could it be horror? Tim's recent comic book is Goatman Midnight Delivery. Should I call it Screams After Midnight Delivery for some synergy? The little rascal, but yes. You say that, but when Tim becomes filthy rich, creator of Goatman, he wants to open the Mild Fuzz Goat Ranch. You'll be tucked into it. I mean, if he, if I get to profit off of it, then sure. I like the idea of Tim having a kid just so that the kid can ride the goat around. Because Tim sadly is too big to ride a goat. I can see Tim getting like a sled or a cart and having like just goats lined up like reindeer. Unless he thinks that's too cruel. Unless he wants to be really gentle with them. It'd be like, no, no, no. My goats will be nothing but pampered and loved forever. To ride a goat, how? Well, goats aren't like typically the size for a fully grown man to sit on their back. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Do people ride goats? Is that actually a thing? I was just joking. Tim does some freaky science stuff and breeds large goats pumped full of steroids that he can ride. Tim's now a genetic scientist. Is that what you're telling me? He's doing genetic mutation. I have not seen Chupacabra. I'm intrigued though. He is a professor after all. That's a good point, Tyler. He is Tim the Professor. I can see Tim with a lab coat on. Did you know that Vera Farmiga has goats? It must be Tim's favourite actress. He does like her, actually. I'll have to tell him that. See if he was aware of this. I can see me saying, "Hey Tim, do you know that Vera Farmiga keeps goats?" And he'll be like, "Of course I know. Pete, where have you been? Everyone knows that. It's all over Goat Weekly." Because goat news is so on the money that you have to do it weekly, not monthly. The prop master I worked for over a decade wrote, directed, and appeared in it. Oh, it's a passion project then. Tim is the Ian Malcolm of Mild Fuzz, confirmed. Wait, why is Ian Malcolm the one genetically mutating things? Ian Malcolm's the skeptic who says we shouldn't be doing this. If anything, that makes Tim the... well, Hammond, I guess. Except I'm the Hammond because I'm Scottish. That's a good point. There's a Tim. There's a Tim in Jurassic Park. Tower's on the money. He's little Timmy. Daily Goat magazine is wild. I mean, Tim being Jeff Goldblum at least lets me say every podcast, I really hate that man. I'm sorry, I need to do it properly. Hold on. I really hate that man. How was that? Was that good delivery of that line? Only Goldblum is Goldblum. Yeah, you can't really. That's like trying to cast someone else to play Han Solo. Like, there's only one Harrison Ford, and there's only one Jeff Goldblum. You know? There's only one Bruce Campbell. You can't have someone else play Ash. Jeff Goldblum is Jeff Goldblum. Yes. Towers got the inside scoop on Goldblum. Alden Ehrenreich disagrees. Well, I don't really know anything else he's been in, so his career's not going that swimmingly. I have declared that he's a failure. I have declared it! They shall not be argued with. Do not disagree with me, peasants. That video of Goldblum where he asked him about the Sony Disney Spider-Man situation was amazing. I think I saw that. Crestfallen. I don't think I've seen The Big Chill. But Goldblum has a presence. There's no denying that. First I was afraid. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes. No one knows what it's like to be feared. To be feared. I've run out of lyrics, but my conscience is never ending. I was doing a Scottish rendition of a song. I can sing things in a Scottish accent to make them sound classy. P prefers Limp Bizkit cover this song. Big Durst fan, that one. Oh yeah. Not unlike the Durst. I think his words were, "What? This is a first time I've heard of it." I'm crestfallen. You know, the real song is longer than the one song on Buffy. I'm well aware, thank you very much. I wasn't even making a Buffy reference. I knew that song before Giles sang it on Where the Wild Things Are, which is an episode in season 4 of the hit television show Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Thank you very much. Uncle Ben dies. Oh yeah, Uncle Ben dies. Wait, what? Why are we talking about Uncle Ben all of a sudden? You bring up Buffy, you get the Buffy talk. This is what happens. This is what happens. Fine, I'll do something else. We're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Uncle Ben was Kyle Reese. Wait, what? Nothing about that sentence makes sense to me, Tyler. Explain it. I'm doing so many eye rolls right now. Well, because I'm a singer or because of my Buffy statement? I'm not actually sure which. It really equally could be either or. It could be both. Tom Holland is actually John Connor. It's Spider Terminator Man. Stop it. Stop it, Tyler. Don't do this. Don't do this. And besides, Tara, your eye rolls just fuel me. They just fuel me. I like the fight scene with the Flash Thompson by the lockers in the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I don't recall how I feel about it too much. Tyler and Ritter speaking in code to each other. I think they are. There's something weird going on. Some cahoots. There's some sort of coup. I'm not happy about it. Saying coup is weird in that context for me because Scottish slang for cow is coup. So it felt weird saying that, but you know. Yes, sure, guys, sure. This all makes sense. Tom Holland shaved his head. I don't know why. I know this. Nor do I. Nor do I. I'm probably going to start singing songs in a minute because this conversation is really weird and I don't know what's going on. I really, 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 really like you. Do you like me? I like you too. Have I said too much? I've forgotten lyrics. I'm terrible at lyrics. I can never remember lyrics. Because the future John Connor has shaved his head. Oh my god. You love it, Renegade. Shut up. I think we're alone now. There's no one else around but the da-da-da-da-da. I think we're alone now. There's nothing but the da-da-da-da-da. I knew the lyrics to that like a month ago, and I've forgotten them all. I think we're alone now. There's nothing but the da-da-da-da. Is that just a line from Spider-Man 2? That's just a line from Spider-Man 2, Rude Boy. I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me. Na na na. I wanna feel what love is. I know you can show me. That's some Foreigner. That's some Foreigner for you. Some classics from the East. Take on me. Take on me. Take me on. I loved you. Okay, I'm gonna go really high pitched. What have you done, Cat? Cat's pressed a button. I'm not happy about it. I feel like a source button. There we go. TV's back in the right place. If I had drums, I'd do a ba-dum dum. Ba-dum bum. Yes. This is pure madness. I might break out break my headphone. How far are you with Last of Us? I've not played any more of it since that night. I'll continue on stream when I do. Hungry like the wolf pee. By now, you should have somehow realized what you ought to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the weather's on the street, and I know you know somehow, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding. And all the times I had to say you, but I don't know how. Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. There you go. I give that a serious try. Drive shaft. You all, everybody. You all, everybody. And that is the only lyric that song has, because that's all you ever hear of it. This is all very amusing. All you fancy people wearing expensive clothes. You're my Wonderwall Pete. Oh, thank you, Cindy. That's sweet. Badum. Badum, badum, badum. Badum. Badum, badum, badum. I could get really like early 2000s Peter and start singing some Stain songs at you. Or some Linkin Park. It starts with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind, my design is right. The other thing I remember from Michael was, well, that's my boy. They took my boy! Yeah, he said that a lot. Is you everybody from that Christmas rom-com Love Actually? No, I mean, why not from Lost? I'm pretty sure it was a made-up song on Lost. It's what Charlie sang in his band. I am the one and only, the only one I'll ever be. 'Cause I am the one and only, the only one I'll ever be. Bit of Chutney Hawkins. What have we created? What have we done? Oh dear. Just be glad I've not actually looked up any lyrics for songs, because if I actually had lyrics in front of me, I could do a full thing. I could torture you all for like 3 whole minutes. Do 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 do. No reaction. No. Is the horror movie Absentia, Tyler? Come on. That hurts. That hurts. My singing's not that bad. I mean, it's bad, but it's not that bad. Peter's a tunnel monster. That sounds really, really suggestive. I don't think I like that. When are you going to start reviewing Room 104? We reviewed a lot of Room 104, I'm sure. We did like most of the first season. Then we kind of fell away from it. Had some interesting stuff in it though. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. See, once I get onto like movie soundtracks, like I'm unstoppable because A, there's no lyrics, and B, I know them quite well. So, yeah, that's the thing. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Ha 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 ha. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Dun dun dun. Da 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 dun 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 dun. Da, da. Thank you. Thank you. Insert Laura Palmer scream here. Oh. Not as good as his work on Indiana Jones, but I'll allow it. What, John Williams? Nah, I like the Jurassic Park theme more, although it's not as good as the Superman theme. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I did the Jurassic Park theme. Did it for like a whole minute. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I can't really do Indiana Jones as well. I think I'm driving people away. I can't blame them. Hans Zimmer now. Dun, dun, dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Hey ya hey ya da. Hey ya re ya re ha re ha de da din dun. That was from the Dark Knight trilogy, for the record, in case it wasn't recognizable. We Are Free from Dracula. Dracula? From Gladiator. Nani yani ya zeya nama Hey Maria Zayana Mana. Hey Maria Zayana Ma. Hey Maria Zayana Mana. Hey Shadu. Hari Hari Ha. That sounds like a support group. I didn't even see Indiana Jones or Star Wars as a kid, but they still feel nostalgic to me because I played the video games a lot. Still hears on it. Pete, some of your best soundtrack cover work was Tilted. I actually really like the track on the soundtrack for that for Vigo and Diana. Their theme's quite good. I don't remember it well enough to sing it, but yes, yes. Badam, 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 badam. Well, this was supposed to be a movie stream, but somehow we've veered. You should hum the Mild Fuzz theme at the end of your videos. Which one? Do 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 do. That was kind of the end of Almost Cancelled. I don't really know how to start that one. I could do Ace, I think. Yeah, I can do that one. Screams is like dun 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 dun. Dun. I can't. I'm sorry. What can I say? Connor's work's not as good as John Williams and Hans Zimmer, which I know is a shock to hear. It's a bold claim, I admit. Netflix. Um, there you go. Easy. Boom boom. Someone's going to watch the archive of this video and wonder if this is how the apocalypse starts. It may very well be. It may very well be. I mean, I'm glad people are having fun at the very least. Do do do. When the apocalypse starts, I'm joining Tim's cult, just so you know, because he will absolutely have a cult. Yes, yes, the goat of the cult, the cult of the goat, rather. The cult of the goat. Why can't I speak? I don't know. I need food. I need food in me, preferably soon. That is basically when this stream is ending. When I say no, I'm giving up so I can go eat. The apocalypse will be renamed the Ace Apocalypse. Yeah. It's all our fault. It's all our fault. Also, we just hit 30 patrons, which I think is the highest it's been. I don't remember seeing it at 30 before. It's kind of hovered around 27 to 29 for a while. But I think 30, this is the first time I've actually hit 30. Which is delightful. Thank you to everyone who is here, who is also a patron. You're all loved. I haven't said what I'm going to have Connor read again yet. Have you decided what you're going to make me read? You got to try and make sure the payment goes through before the start of November, so okay. I don't know how it works with you, because technically, like, it's declined the last time you... I guess it just does it from there, and you've just skipped several months, but yeah. Oh, you're 100% reading something by Scott Snyder. Oh, I hate you so much. I hate you so much, Tyler. I mean, I like some Scott Snyder stuff, but geez, like, you're going to be cruel with it. Or maybe you won't be. Maybe you'll give me some of the good Scott Snyder stuff. You'll be nice, won't you? You don't want to torture me. Hmm. I agree. American Vampire is very good. Consider it payback for the singing, Pete. Ah, come on, Renegade. You loved every second of it. Every second. I liked the first couple of witches. I fell away from it because the issues were taking so long to come out. You've typed no I didn't, Renegade, but I think what you actually meant to type there was yes I did. And thank you. Yes, I think that's what you meant to type. It's okay, I can see through the typos. It's fine. Oh, there's another bonus bits to go up actually. From one of the aces recently. Not a big one, but always nice to have more bonus bits go up. What's with the cat? Shocked cat face, devious. Bendis doesn't have any new number ones coming out soon, right? Unless you count Legion. But, you know, he did lead Millennium 1 and 2. But technically those were its own little thing. So Legion of Superheroes issue 1 is coming next month. Which would be perfect if you paid before the next payday. If you want to do Legion for Connor. I don't have an explanation for most things I write. Shiza, devious. Shiza. The last 3 videos we published all have 1 dislike each. Interesting. Or was the same person. Someone's got a vendetta. I'm going to dislike everything they put out. I bet they are. When Nightwing inevitably relaunches after this Talon thing is over, are you guys going to pick it back up? Oh yeah, if it's got a new creative team and his Nightwing again, sure. Of course we would. Well, we'd at least try the new run. Obviously, there's never a promise to stick with anything, because if it sucks, but... Absolutely. Do 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 do. I think Talon's an interesting character, and the costume designs are always fun, but just not as Dick. No. Or Rick, as the case may be right now. Because he's still Rick, right? Oh, pardon me. I feel like people would have made a bigger fuss if he'd changed back already. But maybe that's the sad part of it. Maybe he's just made it, you know, this last whole run of Nightwing's just made everyone not care. He has his memories back, but I'm not sure if he's still going by Rick. I buy every issue, but I don't read it. Tyler, you're part of the problem. You should not be buying it whilst it's not proper Nightwing. Send him a message, damn it. Well, you watched that director's cut of Midsummer at some point. I haven't seen the film yet. Comes out in the UK on the 28th, I've heard, and the US the cut is on iTunes exclusively. Probably at some point. I've not. I mean, I don't have any plans to watch it soon, but you know, the next time I want to watch it, you know, maybe I'll watch the director's cut just to see how different it is. That said, it's already 2.5 hours long, so maybe adding on more run times not that appealing. I have every solo Nightwing issue that there's ever been published. I can't break that streak, even for Lobdell. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I wonder how many people, of the 20,000 or so people who buy Nightwing right about now, I wonder how many people of that 20,000 are purely buying it just because they have all the issues like that and don't want to miss any, even if they hate what's going on. Like, I wonder how much of that 20,000 is that type of people. Probably a lot of it. That's probably why it didn't change much when they switched to Rick. Because 20,000 people is not a lot of people for, you know, buying a comic book. That's quite a low selling book. Only before I got my car, but no poop, just pee. And he's been farting. Okay. Sure. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I don't know what else to say to that. That was supposed to be a text message about one of my dogs. And you typed it to me instead. That's wonderful. Dog farts are the worst. The cats only fart like once in a blue moon. It's very rare. Cats are all knocked out right now, which is great because they're adorable when they're asleep. My sweepy pooty cats. Mm. It's one of those nights. Dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, pardon me. I forget who it was, but a comic writer slammed Bleeding Cool the other day, and it was amazing. I feel there's a few comic writers who have done that occasionally. Bleeding Cool, a bastion of integrity in the journalistic field. I can't say that with a straight face. Not even remotely could say that with a straight face. Did you see Trey Parker from South Park? See what Trey Parker from South Park told China? I did not. Did not. Sheldon in with a shock face. What was shocked about Sheldon? It's a little bit of the bubbly. South Park's been completely scrubbed from Chinese internet. No clue. You just shocked Sheldon. That's good to know. Eek. The hunger is rising. I've got stuff that I need to watch for shows. Quite a few of it actually. So despite the fact that we didn't end up watching a movie on stream, I'll probably watch something after I've eaten for review purposes. Got a couple of things coming up on Friday and Saturday. Unbelievable. You want more unbelievable? Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Time has been busy. October is definitely not helping with sticking to those shows that I do on my own. I'll get through all the stuff that I need to watch and then I'll see what I can do. It's been rough going though. More mermaid shows too. Right, you want more Siren? You want Siren reviews? Would you want to be a merlad? I don't think so. I think I prefer legs. I don't know if that's a bold statement or whatever, but I think I prefer legs. Pardon me. There was a merman in Cabin in the Woods as well, if I remember right. Little Mermaid chose legs over a tongue. I don't think I've seen The Little Mermaid since I was like 6. My memory of it is spotty, to say the least. Siren got a bit weird once the main couple decided to be in a poly relationship with the mermaid. That's pretty funny. I can't believe you kept watching it, Cindy. Oh dear. Yeah, there'll be no night streams over the next few days. I've got stuff to record on every night. Which I don't think you can begrudge, especially if you're looking forward to that next half of the countdown results, which I imagine many of you are. I'll take your word for it, Cindy. I'll take your word for it. My patience for anything on freeform has very much waned. More drunk tower in the future, very possibly. I believe a bottle of wine has been purchased for the results part two. Is there an influx this week? Sadly, there isn't. There was very much supposed to be, and me sleeping all night tonight kind of ruined it. But there was supposed to be. We'll try and knock out at least one before Connor goes away for a week. Get Shoplifters done at the very least. Fell asleep around Terminator, we'll have to watch it later. Yeah, people seem to enjoy it, Sheldon. Yeah, I'm looking forward to part two. Don't take the blame when we'll happily blame Connor. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's all Connor's fault. I think maybe 4 movies in my 50 to 26 were on the list. I didn't think people would vote for cheese classics like Casablanca, which happened to be the movie you and Tara had the least to talk about. Yeah, I mean, Casablanca is obviously a solid movie. I don't think it's one that either of us feel passionate about. But some of the other ones, it was like, okay, really this one, and then some of them it was, like, whoa, a fight. Connor and his girlfriend in October trips. I know. I don't know what it is. That's 2 years in a row. Connor's went on vacation during October. That Connor guy is in fact the worst. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to doing the second half of the results. Doing the horror one with Tim should also be fun. Almost bad as Tim thinking he could get married last October. I know. Which means that he's got an anniversary every October. He basically ruled out a recording day for every October for the rest of his damn life. Well, unless he gets divorced, I suppose. I'm feeling optimistic though. October is a dead month, though. It is my birthday month. People do stuff in it. Dead month. If you count Connor's vacation time added to every time he was sick, you end up with a work schedule of a government employee. I'm still shocked Connor didn't watch all of Chernobyl. Yeah, Connor sometimes has weird taste. But I mean, you know, the last 3 episodes were me and Tara instead of me and Connor. That's something, right? Maybe a little better. Then have to look at the ginger. All this birthday talk. It sure was. It was therapeutic. Knowing Connor works around an airport now, I actually get why he's sick more often. Oh, he is. He totally is. Does that have anything to do with turning 30 this year, Renegade? I don't really do much for my birthday either. I'm not really that fussed about it. Oh, Tyler's off. Good night, Tyler. Nothing to do with the fifth of whiskey pounds during shows. It's not that weird, devious. I'm not that fussed. Alright, Tyler's gone. It's time for some interesting conversation. Got the gossip. No, I'm kidding. Do 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 do. Let's make fun of Tyler. Yeah, Tyler's so lame. Who's he even kidding with that wrench? Heard any gossip lately? Not really. I do. I'll tell you what gossip I've got though. I've got the gossip of that I need to go pee, so I'm gonna go pee. I'll be back in a minute. Where's the thing? There it is. I'm back. Is the wrench blue or is it gold? I understand that reference. Downey Jones didn't get a Best Actor thing for Iron Man anyway. Not sure if it was posted since I got signed out, but Refn has a new show in the works with HBO. He's remaking. He's doing Maniac Cop as a TV show. What? Is this stream still going? Not for long, but yes, it's still here. It's still here. Eek. Barely, Tara. It went places. I'm not proud of all of them. I remember him talking about Maniac Cop now. He talked about Collider a few months ago and said it isn't impossible for him to make. Tried to make it for years. That is an interesting thing to get like a serious ref and art house version of. Because Maniac Cop's a pretty goofy movie. I've Howard Stern on Jimmy Kimmel on pause for after the stream. That's cool. I think that's fair. That just says to me that Downey Jr. has perspective. Tara's back, yes. Yes. Good news, more reffing. I'll always take more reffing. Another 10 episode reffing show. Look at that firefly. Staring at me. Bruce Campbell's a Maniac Cop. Hey, push push. I like Only God Forgives. Did you like the last two episodes of the last reference series? It felt like being the last guest at a party that was fun 2 hours ago. I mean, the finale was kind of weird, and Connor was very down on it. I really liked episode 9, though. Episode 9 I liked a lot. Really not cat. But the oh la 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 scene. Yeah. Yes. The stream will be ending soon because I'm going to go eat and then get some stuff done that I need to do. I have to watch a movie for Ace. I have to watch a movie for Screams. I had to wipe something away from Firefly's eye. Which he lets me do because he trusts me. Don't you, Firefly? You coming up? Tell you what. I'll just pick you up. Stream's ending soon, and we all know you want cat time, guys. Here's a good puss puss. My kitty. My kitty. Yes. What, Downey Jr.? Oh, I think he's won an Oscar. Was a firefly. You posing for the camera? Hmm. My baby. Is right. You my baby. All right. We are going to wrap up the stream here, so I can do things and eat. Eat being the main one. So thank you very much for everyone joining me. It has been a pleasure. Look out for more streams tomorrow, as well as other stuff. Yeah. Thank you very much. I will see you guys next time. It's been a pleasure. Good night.